Hey folks, it's me, and it's the end of day 2. I'm very glad today has come to an end. I didn't get out of clinic until almost 2 a.m. and supposed to be off at 1. So sometimes I'm not out till 3. So, 2 is kind of alright. Problem is, there's nowhere to get food that late at night. Nowhere but McDonald's. And I feel sick. I I don't have the energy when I get off work to cook. And I'm going to have to meal prep beforehand so I have something to eat when I get home. Or, something healthy-ish in the fridge to eat. And with what I do, I don't have the opportunity to stop and eat lunch, 9 times out of 10. I barely even get a chance to, grab a bag of chips from the vending machine, which is what I did today. But I was prepared for that. They're my baked lays. I actually am one of those weird people that like the baked lays. But, yeah. The problem is, I have a new seat at work, and it's right next to the drawer that one of the providers I worked for tonight saw the candy every time she comes in. And I fell from grace for some Laffy Taffy and gummy bears. I still made it in under my calorie count tonight, but I did not eat what I should have eaten for those calories. I ended up having a Big Mac with no cheese for dinner because there's only 6 things available on the after midnight menu from that McDonald's. And apparently most of them. I did not have any soda today, so yay. No grape sun-kissed 2 liters today. I really struggled though as I wandered through Speedway looking for something to eat that wasn't absolutely horrible. I picked up a small bag of the pizza combos and I was like, okay, well, this is better than nothing right now, and I'm starving, and I'm going to eat these. And then I was like, oh, wait, that McDonald's is on the way home. That's open. And I was like, I guess I could find something there. But I'm still looking for the balance. I'll find it again from what I eat for breakfast versus lunch versus dinner. And actually, I have to eat 5 small meals, which definitely is not something I can accomplish with my work schedule. I figured that out today. There's really no easy way to do that. When you work in the environment I do, eating at your desk is gross. There are cooties everywhere. There are COVID cooties everywhere. So yeah. Eating a piece of candy is even like, you're taking a risk. But we all did it tonight because there was a lot of good candy in that drawer. I don't think there's anybody working tonight that didn't hit that candy drawer. And I cursed Ebony while thanking her for the candy at the same time. But yeah, I can't resist a gummy bear. Cannot resist a gummy bear. And I can usually resist Laffy Taffy, but for some reason it just sounded really good. And I kept thinking, they're right there in the drawer. Like, literally, I'm sitting closer to it than anybody else tonight. I was glad I can't eat milk chocolate anymore, though, because there was so much of it. There was Kit Kats and Rolos and Reese Cups and Hershey bars and just Whoppers. You name it, it was in the drawer. Heath bars were in the drawer. So, yeah, I mean, if you got a Heath bar, there's better be other stuff leading up to the Heath bar. on the favorites list. I just can't believe there was nothing at Speedway. The closest thing was a 2-pack of hard-boiled eggs, and the last time I had something like that, the eggs are covered in the slime, and it could only be described as mucus. And I couldn't bring myself to do it. But I thought, well, maybe I, should go back to I did this before, and it was helpful. It's, boiling half a dozen eggs at a time, peeling them and having them waiting in the fridge so I can grab one, just so I could have some protein. I think that's going to happen again. That worked out well back in the day. Usually with a toasted wheat muffin in the morning, like the, English muffins. But I was able to eat dairy and margarine and butter still, last time I did this, and I can't do that now. And so, I mean, I could do some dairy, I could do yogurt, I have that in the fridge, and things like that, but I don't have the full gambit at my disposal this time. So, I'm relearning in all sorts of ways. But, I've had really decent energy throughout the day, but I don't know how much of that is the steroids I've been on. But I've been in a really good mood compared to what I have been for a long time. And it goes back to what I mentioned this morning and my quick date when I woke up. It's just, I feel like I have at least some control over something in my life. And that if I follow through with this, on a day-to-day basis, then something good that's come out of the day. And lately I haven't had that. So that's a good thing. It's a very, very good thing. And, I posted last night on Facebook and told my friends that I was doing this. And I got a lot of great, supportive messages. And I'm like, oh, these guys, I'm like, mm. And, but I realized when I posted that my friends are all over the country and, it's not like I can just go hang out, distract myself. And I think that's a big problem with my life is that my friends aren't local. And that social aspect is missing. So I spend a lot of time with my food. I usually, if I go out to eat, I go out to eat by myself. I don't have that social aspect that a lot of people have around food. Where when I go out, there's accountability when you have your friends with you or your family with you. So, I've got my big bubby, my big skillet, Michael, who's going to do this with me to an extent. And, I have Ian, who likes how energetic I was this morning. My good boy. My good little doggy. And so he's going to keep me somewhat accountable. Being able to be energetic and play with him this morning was nice. I think just lifted my spirits from doing this. Obviously, one day on the diet has not miraculously, given me everything, but just the sense of control over my life is very helpful. Yes, I know Mommy's busy. He says hi to everybody. I think I don't know what I'm gonna do about sugar. I don't. I can already tell that this is not going to go down well. I've got 6 months though, and it's gonna be rough. Because a lot of the fake sugars are still going to do the same thing that the other sugars do to me. So it's not like, switching out for a sugar-free or diet version of something is going to be much better because the sugar-free diet versions use the sugar substitutes. I don't know. Time will tell. I think the big thing is figuring out what's going to be eaten after work before work. That's going to be a big thing until I find something else to do with my life financially. I I can't tell you how many times I've gotten off work. I've driven all around Cincinnati trying to find a place that's open other than that McDonald's, and I still end up at that stupid, ugly McDonald's that never takes card or cash. There's always some reason why they don't have the ability to take care of you. So I was, surprised that there wasn't any issues tonight. And, ate my Big Mac in the parking lot like a starving woman. And then feel really gross. But I even looked at my app first to see, okay, what on the menu would be acceptable for me with the calories. And I'm like, okay, well the calories are one thing, but the sodium is through the roof today. It's through the roof. And just so y'all know, Coke Zero has sodium in it. It doesn't have anything else, but it does have sodium. It's not a lot comparatively, but yeah. I didn't have but a few drinks of it. I just had to have something to drink to wash that down with. Yeah. They didn't have any unsweet iced tea. Tried. That's what I'm going to probably live off of the rest of my life. Well, lemonade iced tea, too, because kind of my crack. But yeah, so that was the day today. I ate it a day at 1,700 calories, and 1,750 is the goal right now. And I see already big roadblocks that I'm going to have to find ways to overcome. And meal prepping is not my specialty. Even before, when I did lose weight before, it was not my specialty. I'm not good at it by any means, and I'm going to have to find ways around that because that's going to be my life from now on. But I feel like I'm forgetting something that I was going to say, but I guess that's it. Y'all have a good night. Bye.